Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Comic Book Nerd. And in today's video, we have a big time update on the projects coming after Avengers Secret Wars. We are going to talk about them, break them down, give our thoughts on them. So if you are new to the channel, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below, as we specifically are on the road to Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, Marvel, Star Wars, DC, pop culture, you name it. We are going to talk about it here at the channel. Later today, I will, of course, be seeing Supergirl, so stay tuned for that reveal that is coming tomorrow. Not going into the movie, of course, with any big expectations or anything, but I just wanted to throw that out there that I am seeing it. I did not get a chance to see it opening weekend, but I will be seeing it for sure. So stay tuned for our reveal. With that being said, let us go ahead and hop into this Marvel Studios update for the future. So these are the movies Marvel Studios is focusing on right now, according to the Cosmic Circus. If you guys don't know who that is, Alex Perez over at the Cosmic Circus Industry Insider did a Q&A recently talking about the future of the MCU after Avengers Doomsday and after Avengers Secret Wars. Here is what he had to say when it comes to the focus of the MCU after Avengers Secret Wars. So, these films are Black Panther 3, Shang-Chi 2, Spider-Man 5, the X-Men sequel, Thunderbolt sequel, Blade, Midnight Suns, and the next Avengers film. Those are the 8 movies that Marvel Studios is prioritizing after this film, and a lot of them seem to check out, right? Tom Holland, we'll start with Spider-Man 5. He signed a big contract after, of course, No Way Home. He signed a 3-movie deal, and then 2, of course, Avenger feature films, I believe is what it was. So we know he's going to be sticking around for a while. We know that his story is going to continue on after Spider-Man Brand New Day, which is in theaters, of course, July 31st for those curious. But we also know that, of course, he's probably going to get the Black Symbiote, which is going to set up a Spider-Man 5. Maybe they introduce Miles Morales to kind of calm him down and stuff like that in Spider-Man 5, and then in Spider-Man 6, we get Miles Morales fully in the MCU, and that is how they end it. So, Spider-Man 5 makes complete sense, right? Another one I want to talk about is Black Panther 3. We have been hearing rumors left and right that Black Panther 3 is a top priority over at Marvel Studios, and that just makes a lot of sense. It's going to be, I believe, the next project to come out after Avengers Secret Wars, because they are filming this later this year. They are going to start filming this one later this year. I will also say that Ryan Coogler, the director, has hinted that he wants some mutants to be introduced in his next Black Panther installment, which again makes a lot of sense because we're going into the X-Men saga, which we will talk about here in a second with that film, where these X-Men characters are going to be intertwined with the Avengers characters, and it makes a lot of sense that Ryan Coogler wants to introduce an X-Men in Black Panther 3. It's being rumored right now, according to the Cosmic Circus as well. They're going to have Storm be introduced in Black Panther 3 and have her go on in the X-Men film. We're getting Sadie Sink, Jean Grey in Spider-Man Brand New Day. She is going to be a main part of the X-Men film as well. So, again, it makes a lot of sense that Brian Coogler hinting that the fact that he wants to introduce an X-Men in Black Panther 3, and we are reportedly hearing that they're going to introduce Storm in Black Panther 3 as well. So, those two kind of intertwine with each other, and I'm very much excited and looking forward to Black Panther 3, seeing if, of course, it is going to happen. And, yeah, makes a lot of sense. Black Panther 3, super excited for. Now, moving on, we got Shang-Chi 2, and this, again, is another one that just makes a lot of sense, right? Shang-Chi 2 Shang-Chi 1, rather, was a big hit in the box office in 2021. He's been kind of a main, at one point in time, was going to be a main character of the multiverse saga. Ultimately, it makes sense for him to get a second film because Destin Crichton is sticking on at Marvel Studios. He's directing the second, of course, Wonder Man season. He is also directing Spider-Man Brand New Day, might possibly do Spider-Man 5 as well. So it makes a lot of sense for Shang-Chi 2 to be a top priority for Marvel Studios. We don't really know what has happened with Shang-Chi since we last saw him, I believe, in that Marvel's post-credit scene or one of the post-credit scenes. But again, I personally think he's going to be in Doomsday. We know he's going to be in Doomsday. He's going to be a key focal point. We've heard rumors that he is going to fight Gambit and stuff like that. So he is, of course, a big focal point of Avengers Doomsday. And then after Secret Wars, for him to get his own second solo film, a lot of sense, right? Of course, it's just how it works, right? It's a popular character. Can't wait to see what they do with Shang-Chi too. Now, moving on to the X-Men film, we have heard a lot of stuff when it comes to the X-Men project. We have heard that Jake Schreier is going to direct it. He did the Thunderbolts, which we will talk about here in a second as well. He is going to direct that X-Men project. And then, of course, the X-Men are going to be the original 5 X-Men, right? That we've heard that rumor. We've also heard some casting rumors with Jean Grey, Sadie Sink, of course, being one of them. Then we have Storm kind of being introduced to Black Panther 3. So they're setting up the X-Men. Ultimately, we're heading into the Mutant Saga. We know we're heading into the Mutant Saga, so that makes a lot of sense right there. Now, one that I was very interested to see in this one, the Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts sequel is what I'm very interested to see, because I'm curious to see which Thunderbolts characters make it out of Avengers Secret Wars alive, if not all of them, right? Of course, we got Yelena Belova, right? She's probably going to go on to the new MCU and be one of those characters that remembers the previous MCU before Avengers Secret Wars and post Secret Wars. With that being said, maybe Red Guardian dies in Avengers Doomsday. I'm going to be so for real. I think that's a big possibility. Then you have characters like Sentry. He's probably going to go on. Bucky, he might die in Avengers Secret Wars. I think it's, of course, Sebastian Stan's time in the MCU is coming to an end, so he might die in Avengers Secret Wars. There's a lot of characters that could die when it comes to the Thunderbolts team, so maybe the Thunderbolts sequel is just Yelena, Sentry, maybe a couple of other characters wrapped up in there. Maybe some new Avengers characters are going to be introduced and stuff like that. But it's just, I'm very curious to see what happens with the Thunderbolts sequel. So again, seeing that one did shock me, that's for sure. Now, moving on to the next few, of course, we've got Blade. Blade is another one that I was very shocked to hear as well, right? Of course, Mahershala Ali is still attached to the project, but we haven't heard anything about it since really Eternals. And he did, of course, cameo in that film. So, again, personally, I do think Blade is going to be a big focal point, especially since they are heading into the Mutant Saga, and the Mutants and the Midnight Suns could possibly team up, which is the next film on the slate, which was the Midnight Suns. So again, maybe they introduce Blade, maybe they bring back Moon Knight, and then maybe they go from there, and then in the Midnight Suns kind of introduce all of the other characters. So again, maybe those two groups are going to team up here in the Mutant Saga. Maybe we'll have some type of Avengers versus X-Men in the next Avengers film, which is, of course, the next one. That's a whole different video. I will do a video talking about that because I'm stoked, and I do want to kind of do that one separately, but maybe we get some sort of Midnight Suns, X-Men, Avengers, all in one type of movie here in the next phase of the MCU. So, like I was saying, there's a lot of news when it comes to the future of the Marvel Studios slate. Let me know how excited you are for all of it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn that bell on, as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. Again, later today, we will talk about this next Avengers project. So stay tuned for that. Hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I will, of course, see you all in the next video. Peace.